Hello, dear students. You are all back from your holidays, all refreshed, all ready to study. Now we will continue with the same chapter, the physical quantities, chapter 2, and you will be measuring length today. So we will just be talking about the measurement of length. Now, what is length? Length is the distance between 2 points. Okay, so when we are measuring the length, we are actually measuring the distance between any 2 points on an object. So if you are measuring the total length of an object, then we have to take the corner points of that object and measure the distance between these 2 points. What is the standard international unit of length? That is meter. So we measure length in meter. Now, how you define a meter? Now, actually, uh, one rod is placed in Paris. Okay, near Paris, there is a place called Savris, and it is placed there in the International Bureau of Weights and Measures. So they have fixed the meter, the length that is meter, it is fixed. Otherwise, what will happen? Everybody will have their own meter rod, isn't it? And the measurement will go uh, haphazard, isn't it? Anybody can take any measurement and say it is a meter. So the meter should be standardized. It is very important that the units are standardized. So there is an International Bureau of Weights and Measures. Okay, in that place, there is a rod, okay, which is made up of platinum alloy, means it is mixed with another metal, that is iridium, platinum iridium alloy. It is made of platinum. You just study about platinum. So it is made up of an alloy of platinum. What is an alloy? It is a mixture of two metals, two or more metals. Okay, so this rod is actually kept in that place, and the distance between 2 points, so 2 points are marked on that rod. So we say that the distance between that 2 points is 1 meter. So that is all fixed. So when we are asked what is the definition of meter, so till your 9th standard or your 11th, 12th, you have to learn this definition. It is very important. So a meter is defined as the distance between, it is the distance between 2 points. Where are these 2 points? On a rod of platinum alloy. And it is kept at a temperature of 0 degree. You know that when the temperature increases, things expand, So the when the rod will expand, the distance will also increase between the 2 points. So we should not change. Our meter should be so fixed. So that is why they have kept this rod at what temperature? At 0 degree. And where is it kept? In the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Sèvres near Paris. So this is our definition for meter. A meter is defined as the distance between 2 points on what? On a rod of platinum alloy, kept at what temperature? 0 degree, in the International Bureau of Weights and Measures at Sèvres near Paris. So this is the definition for 1 meter. Now you all know how much is a meter. You can say 1 arm length, isn't it? That much will be a meter. So you see there is the meter rule, the wooden scale that the teachers generally use on the for drawing lines on the board. So that is a meter rule. Okay, 1 meter. 1 meter. Now there are multiples of meter. When we say multiples, you know that we are multiplying either 1 time, 2 times. Okay, so if you take a wooden meter scale and you measure 2 times the distance, then it will be 2 meter. So if you measure that with that meter scale, if you measure 1000 times, that is 1000 times if you measure, so you know it will be very, very long. That measurement we call as a kilometer. So 1 kilometer is actually 1000 meter. Okay, so we use this measurement for measuring long distances, like the distance between two cities, okay, two states, we measure in kilometer. So the length between Delhi and Agra is, here it is given to 200,000 meter. So instead of saying 200,000, we know that 1,000 is 1 kilometer. So 200,000 will be 200 kilometer. So we can write it as 200 kilometer. Then next, submultiples. Submultiples means smaller units of meter. So take a meter scale, and if we divide it into, take a meter rule, divide it into 100 small pieces. So that one small piece will be called 1 centimeter. So centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. Okay, so what is the relation? 1 meter is equal to how many centimeter? 100 centimeter. And if you take 1 meter rule and you divide it into 1,000 small pieces, then that will be called as 1 millimeter. So these are used to measure smaller distances. Like if you want to measure the length of your pencil, you can measure it in centimeter. Okay. How much centimeter? Maybe your pencil will be 15 centimeter or 12 centimeter. You know your scale that you use in your pencil box, that is 12 centimeter. Okay. And if you want to measure the pointed tip of your pencil, you sharpen it and sharpen it and you make it very pointed. If you want to measure that, you can measure it in millimeter also. So on your the scale that you use, which is in your pencil box, okay, on that when you see, there are centimeter also given, and centimeter is then further divided into 10 small parts, that is 1 millimeter. Okay, so you can see centimeters and millimeters on your uh, ruler or scale that you use for your geometrical measurements. Now there are some other units. Okay, this is from the British system. It is also called FPS system, that is foot, pound, second. FPS stands for foot, pound and second. So these are the system that still it is used by the Britishers. So this is the measurement of length are foot, inch and yard. So they use this foot, inch and yard. So 1 foot, what is the relationship between foot and inch? 1 foot is equal to 12 inch and 1 yard is equal to 3 foot and 1 yard is equal to 36 inch. Okay, so just think about these three units. Now I'll give you a work today. If you are listening to the video, you will be immediately sending me the answer to this. Can you find out which of the three unit is the big unit? Which is the biggest unit? You tell me. After that, which is on the second place and which is the smallest? You have to tell me out of foot, yard and inch, which is the smallest, which is the largest unit. So this is for your homework. Uh, so children, we will be seeing about devices of measuring length. So what are the devices that we can use to measure the length? One is the meter rule, which you all must have seen. This is the meter rule which teachers use to measure length on the blackboard. Okay, so this is a meter rule. You can see the marking 100. That means total 100 centimeter. And the other part is not shown here. So you can see this is a meter rule. And we have another device which is called a measuring tape. You must all have seen this measuring tape. When you see the measuring tape, you think about a tailor, isn't it? When the tailor takes measurements, he or she generally uses the measuring tape. Now, how to measure length of an object? You all must have measured the length of any line. See here, there is a black line given here. Can you see that? Or I'll just show you here that it starts from this point 0 and it goes up to 4 and after that 4, 1, 2, 3. So it is 4.3. This is centimeter, 4 centimeter and 3 millimeters. So we say it is 4.3 centimeter. So you can place your eye at different position. You can see from the side and you can see from this side or you can see from the middle. So which is the correct position? You should always see from the top so that the reading is in front of your eyes. Just straight like that. Okay, so never see from sides because you will get a wrong reading. An error can be caused. Okay, that is called a parallax error. Because of seeing from different position, there is a error. Error means something which is not correct. Some mistake can happen, okay, in your reading. So that is called a parallax error. So what is a parallax error? It is caused by keeping eyes at different position. So when you change the position, the reading will also change. So how should you take the reading? Whenever you are taking the measurement, you should place the 0 mark coinciding with one end. So suppose this is the line that we want to measure. So we will place the 0 mark here and then we measure it and keep the eye in the correct position and you read it. You have already done some measurements, I think. Now, when we go see here, taking measurement by a damaged ruler. So if your ruler is damaged, Okay, then the object can be placed at the close of any marking on the ruler. So you can place the marker on any point on the ruler. So here you see the 0 mark if it is damaged. Suppose you are biting and you are damaging this part, 0 mark is gone. Then you can start from 1 also. So you start from 1 and you see this reading is how much? 4.3 centimeter. So what will be your final reading? It will not be 4.3, but you have to subtract this 1 from here because we are not starting from 0. So what you have to do, you have to take the difference between 4.3 and 1. So what is the difference between 4.3 and 1? 4.3 minus 1 is 3.3. So the answer will be 3.3 centimeter. So you can even use a ruler which is damaged, which does not have the 0 marking. Now measurement with a measuring tape. A measuring tape is a flexible ruler. So it is a flexible ruler. Why it is called a flexible ruler? Because it can be folded and carried in your pocket, and it is used to measure the length of a cloth or your height or your waist size. Okay, and when a tailor takes measurement to stitch a shirt, he will take measurement with a measuring tape. Okay, so you all are familiar with your measuring tape. If you have a measuring tape in your house, today you can just take your measurement, take your height. Like you can see here, this baby who is standing near the wall, the measurement is how much you have to mark a point. When you stand near the wall, what you do, how will you take your height? You have to mark a point like this here, and then you take the measurement. So if you see, it is almost around 70 centimeter. So the height of this baby is 70 centimeters. So if you have a measuring tape in your house, you can take your measurement, and uh, you can be happy that you can take your own measurements. Okay, I hope you will read the textbook today and read all these portions from your textbook also.